Süß. Dann gehen wir mal da rein. Da ist nichts Neues. Ah. Everyone in my family is either a carpenter or a blacksmith, so I've never considered a third job. But my younger brother is an exception. He always asks me to make desks and chairs for him. He never tried to do it himself. However, one day he suddenly became a poet. We both enjoyed drinking, and as we drank, he came up with lyrics for the tune I was humming. Süß. Lisa? Well, Lisa hates mushrooms. You told me that last time. Ah, did you ask me about her before? Did I tell you the bread story too? Yes, that she hates sweet bread and that she sleeps on her back. Looks like I've told you almost everything. Isn't there anything else? Even little stories are fine. You're really interested in Lisa, aren't you? I'm just curious about what she's like. Heh, now that you mention it, Lisa had a pretty quirky side. A quirky side? She would leave her stuff all over the surrounding forest and the whole village. There wasn't a bench in town that didn't have Lisa's book on it. She said just left them where it was convenient to read, but I think she just forgot half of them. She's a weird one, right? She really is. Ah, there's one more. When she drank, she would often talk about her daughter. Is her name Tosca by any chance? Oh, right. How did you know? She's cute, she's kind, she's capable. She would do nothing but brag about her all day. She said something else too. She said that whenever it happened, if she had ever a grandchild, she wanted them to have her name. She would try her best to stay alive to see that day. She wasn't actually the type to say stuff like that, so it stuck with me. It makes me want to try harder too. Why all of a sudden? You got a daughter? It's nothing. Thanks for telling me. Don't mention it. Interessant. Do witches dream too? Of course, I dream. Just last night I dreamed I was swimming in a chocolate fountain. Why? Do you wish you could dream of other things instead of just nightmares? Right. I do dream of more than nightmares, but I never remember them. Witches can enter dreams, right? I wondered if maybe I could too. You probably mean dream recollection potion. Want to try it? You could do anything in your dreams. What happens if a dragon drinks it? A dragon? I guess if a normal person uses it, it works as intended. Not sure. Should we find out? I'd love to see your dreams, Arden. Maybe it will be events from centuries ago. Planning to sneak into my dreams, weren't you? Forget it. I would rather not know. Okay. Again. But Arden, you've been here longer than anyone. You must remember something. Anything at all. You really don't remember anything? She was picky about food. How so? Not long after she moved to the village, she came to my tavern with some other folks. Tried my cooking, then made this face like she had swallowed poison. Still cleaned the plate though. Later I found out that she couldn't stand mushrooms. Idiot. If you can't eat something, just say so. With the way you are, it's no wonder she didn't. After that, whenever she came by, I left the mushrooms out. But never the pepper. Anyway, she kept coming back every now and then for a meal. Then, about 10 years later, she asked me something. Ask you what? About the plant that never dies. You want to know that? Probably why she came to me in the first place. Took her 10 years to work up the nerve. Foolish. I don't think so. Maybe she just wanted to get close to you, Arden. You even took out the mushrooms for her. That one? Arden? Nothing. You're looking for Lisa, aren't you? Yeah, I've been searching for a long time. If you find her, tell her this. Thanks. For back then. Back then? She will understand. Alright, thanks for telling me all this. Gut. Jeder hat seine eigene Geschichte mit Lisa. The Cloud Valley used to attract many people due to various mushrooms growing there. Mushrooms that were great as tea ingredients, so the villagers would often visit too. I myself usually went to gather dried raccoon tail, fur, and other sick materials. Lisa? Why? Didn't we just talk about it the other day? I want to know more about the usual Lisa. The usual. I haven't thought about Lisa for a long time. She was such a kind and gentle soul. Come to think of it, Lisa was a terrible liar. A terrible liar? Yes. As you know, Ellie, Lisa has been here since the very beginning. She was here even when I was born. She's been here a very long time. Indeed, a very long time. Enid? Whenever someone in the village fell ill, Lisa was always there to care for them. She'd always say, "You will be fine, just leave it to me." And she would nurse them with all her heart. But of course, not everyone could always be saved. Sometimes we had to say goodbye to those we loved. Even then, Lisa would tell us it would be okay and to leave it to her. But whenever she did, she could never quite look you in the eye. She had one expression more sad and heartbroken than anyone. Seeing that look on her face, somehow it made me feel a little comforted. United. Even though we lost so many people, perhaps having Lisa by our side was what gave us the strength to carry on. Though the villagers were a great support as well. I'm here too. That's comforting. You and Rabram give me so much strength. Thank you always. Thank you too. I truly wish I could see Lisa again. I want to tell her we're doing well and that she shouldn't worry. If I find her, should I give her that message? No, you will find her, Eddie. When you bring her back, I will tell her myself. I understand. I promise to bring her back. Es ist ein sehr vages Versprechen. Okay. Wo sind denn da die anderen? Da rechts sind zwei. Hello, Ellie. Yep, such a treasure. Well, what I like the most is Mom and Dad. Come on, that's not what I meant. Name a food, a toy, or something like that. A toy? Does Virgil count as a toy? Meh. But why would you ask? Is there a toy you want? It's not like that. I'm just being curious. How did I know what to gift you? I'm allowed to give gifts to my friends. Well, I do love Enid's apple pies, but it feels cheeky to ask her for one. If only someone could get me one of those pies. Oh, that's what you like? I see. Any tie I want? I don't know, I can't think of any. Ah, I want a broom. Just like the one you ride around. May I have one? Okay, schön. Ich werde kurz reinschauen. Ja. Süß. Every time I do cleaning, I feel calm and peaceful. Does that count as a hobby? Vielleicht. Okay, that's obviously nix. Dann schauen wir mal da hoch. Aber ich glaube fast auch nicht. Ja. Dann gehen wir mal in die Innenstadt schauen. Zum Beispiel zu ihm. Now that you mention it, people always say that most witches are picky eaters. Miss Ellie, is it true for you too? That said, even I myself was once so into the spiciness of pepper tuna that I overate it. I guess I just revealed an embarrassing anecdote about myself. That name brings back memories. I was shaken too when the vines began to grow and she was gone. It all felt too predictable. Today I came to ask about Lisa as she really was, day to day. Day to day? Not the grand events, just what kind of person she was. Very well. Her hair was of a soft silvery color, just like marble. Her eyes, large and aquamarine, gave her a kind impression. Altogether, she had a soft, approachable look to her. But when she was alone, her brow would knot, her lips would twist, and her face would brim with discontent. But the villagers all said she was kind and gentle. She was, with them. She was always cautious. She would wear a slightly awkward smile, and she usually granted whatever they asked of her. So, of course, they remember her kindly. You think she disliked doing that? I don't believe so. This is only my guess, but it wasn't that she disliked people, more like she was wary of them. Wary of people? Anyone who came to her with a request, she would bristle at them, almost by reflex. But, truth be told, I think she enjoyed helping the villagers. If she hadn't, she never would have stayed here for so many years. The ending wasn't the best. It's not over yet. You're right, the play isn't finished. I hope it ends in happiness. Then let's work further together. Your stories help. Thank you, Alvin. Think of it. Come by any time. Alright, I've asked anyone. I think I know her better now. The potion still isn't glowing though. Maybe a little... not enough. Guess we need something decisive. Maybe. But we've talked to everyone already. There's still one person left. Ooh, the White Cat God. Didn't White Cat God hide Lisa? Maybe, but they know her well. Since they don't know about this potion, they will answer without suspicion. Even if the potion glows, she will use it right in front of White Cat God. We will use it. Not the worst plan, let's do it. Since there are no other options, let's go see the White Cat God. Wird now kurz zum Museum reinlaufen. Ich glaube, wir haben da wieder so zwei Sachen. Move it. I know, but it is really alright to leave the Records Museum completely unattended. There is no time. We have to get to the Central Records Museum quickly. Is everything okay? You two seem to be in an awful hurry. Oh, Lady Ellie, what a relief. Do you have a moment? We just got word from the Witch Administration. They're inspecting the Wisteria Records Museum to check on the preservation status. So we have to head over to the Central Records Museum to get some paperwork approved. If you wouldn't mind, could you keep an eye on the things here for just a little while? Huh? Me? But... no time for buts. If you aren't back yet, please just leave a sign on the desk. We're counting on you. What? Wait, hold on. And they're gone. I guess this is the sign. Let's see. Out on urgent business. Wait, doesn't Dan work at the Witch Administration? Is the inspector coming from over there? I can't believe they just dumped their work on me and bolted. Now I'll just wait a bit and see. How much longer is this going to take? You're the one who agreed to wait. But I didn't think it would be stuck here until this late. Maybe I should just head home. Hey, I didn't expect to run into you here. Diane, this is the first time I've seen you in the main hall. Wait, are you here on administration business? Hold on, how did you know? Laura and Baobab mentioned earlier. It seems the manager in charge isn't here. Did they step out? Yes. I see. Well, even though this is just a simple field inspection, I was hoping for a formal briefing. Come to think of it, you're a donor to the Bestie Records Museum, aren't you, Ellie? That's right. If you don't mind, could you show me around? Me? But I'm not sure I can explain everything properly. Don't worry, I just need to verify that the Records Museum is operating as it should. Hearing a donor's perspective is important too. If it's not too much trouble, I would love to hear your thoughts. Besides, I'm personally quite curious about the Wisteria Records Museum. Well, I would be more than happy to help. You've done so much for me, Dan. It's time I returned the favor. Really? Thank you. Let's see. Based on my schedule, I should be able to visit 3 halls. Is there any hall in particular you would like to see? About that. Well, if there is one I absolutely can't miss, it's the Constellation Hall. Aside from that, we can just pick 2 others of a similar size. For the smaller ones, we can choose between the Green Forest Hall and the Crafting Hall. The Cloud Valley Hall and the Aquarium are both quite large, so we should probably just pick one of those. Ellie, do you have any recommendations? As a donor, you must know this place better than anyone. My recommendations? Let me think. Why don't you start with the hall you've donated the most? Or maybe I could show you my favorite hall. Between the Green Forest Hall and the Crafting Hall, which one would you introduce? Green. Between the Cloud Valley and the Aquarium, which one would you choose? So that's what you recommend, Ellie. I can't wait. Let's head over. I will put up a sign saying I'm away for a bit. There, that should do it. Let's go. Let's check out the Green Forest Hall first. Here we are at the Green Forest Hall. Where should I start? How about we talk while we walk? Good idea. This way, please. Pumpkin area. According to the plague, this area features flora and fauna that appear during the day or live near the water. Of course, there are exceptions like the sprout bird who work hard day and night. So this is the kind of ecosystem they have around Wisteria. You even have blue bubble lizard and a pumpkin terrier. Yep, I gathered them all when the Records Museum was being set up. These aren't easy to collect. Impressive work, especially pumpkin terrier fur. It's so easy to damage if you're not careful. Ha, Laura said the exact same thing to me before. Really? It seems the manager and I share similar tastes. This area has been inspected. Blah blah blah. The plagues says there are flora and fauna found in Speaking of which, little mandrake here are much smaller than other regions. I would actually love to collect some for research if I ever have the time. You've seen a little mandrake before? I happened to see it when I visited your witch's house, Ellie. And research? You've already graduated, Dan. Are you still doing research? It's just a personal interest of mine. Keep it a secret between us, okay? Please don't bring it up again. It's a bit embarrassing. Is that so? I think it's a great hobby, but if you say so, I will keep it under wraps. Thank you. Creatures that only come out at night. They prefer secluded spots or only emerge while everyone's asleep, so it took me a while to collect them. Ah, a bloomer butterfly. It brings back memories. I remember catching one during a school internship. Actually, the blue moon butterfly was the first entry in my encyclopedia after I arrived in Wisteria. They are also used in so many potions that I'm always thinking about blue moon butterfly. It is true. Blue moon butterfly are a very common ingredient. Besides, their moonlight glow is quite beautiful. They are very popular as decorative pieces. I'm quite fond of them too. The way they flutter in a glass jar, it's like fleeting starlight. But it looks a bit cramped in there. I bet they feel suffocated. Perhaps, but they are only for display, so try not to overthink it. That should be enough. Let's head back. So, what do you think of the Green Forest Hall? Well, regarding the Green Forest Hall, oh my, this is stunning. The Green Forest Hall of Wisteria. Another record complete. Wonderful. Thank you, that was a big help. That was great. I hope my tour was okay. It was more than enough. Just being in a house like this makes you feel good. By the way, Ellie, why did you come to Wisteria? There are so many other great places, like Hylian. Well. Ich glaube, wir sind eigentlich wegen Adventure da. I used to hear my mom tell adventure stories all the time. I always longed for that. So I wanted to go on an adventure of my own ever since I was little. I'm so glad I came to Wisteria. Most importantly, I have things I need to do here. Is that so? Something important enough to throw away such a precious opportunity? There were other options like calling in another official, which you chose the least efficient one. Maybe, but I don't regret it. It makes me happy to see the village change because of me, and besides, I got to meet you here, Anne. I suppose so. Thank you for the answer. Let's move on to the next stop. This is the Cloud Valley Hall. Talking while we walk again, right? You bet. Just follow my lead.